the medicines you take. Before taking Myrbetriq, tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. Common side effects include increased blood pressure, common cold symptoms, urinary tract infection, and headache.
If your overactive bladder is calling the shots, ask your doctor about Myrbetriq. Visit mybladder.com to see if you're eligible for a year's worth of savings on Myrbetriq.
Monday morning on America's Morning Headquarters, it's mining as you've never seen it before. It's a new frontier in the search for rare minerals. We're calling it deep sea mining because high tech requires more. And
in the grip of muscle aches or arthritis pain, break the grip with odor-free Aspercreme. Maximum strength medicine clinically proven to relieve muscle and joint pain fast. With no odor, so all you notice is relief. Aspercreme. Break the grip of pain.
If you struggle with back pain, you have the power to turn it off. With this.
New Smart Relief from Icy Hot. Turn on relaxing pulses that quickly block even chronic back pain. It's wireless, reusable, and easy to use.
Turn on Smart Relief and turn off pain.
You should see what we're doing with our chicken. We're making tacos the Checkers way. Checkers $2 crispy chicken taco box. A soft tortilla filled with crisp lettuce, chicken bites, cool ranch, and warm cheddar. Served with our famous fries. Or go spicy with creamy sriracha sauce. The new crispy chicken taco box, just $2. You'll flip for it. Checkers.
$129 a year. For an agent, call 188-RAIN-914.
7 a.m. on AMHQ.
Let's get you in front of today's weather.
The biggest weather hour anywhere.
What a gorgeous start.
Weekday mornings on the Weather Channel.
A flood advisory is in effect. Currently in our area, 73 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 77. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back to our special live coverage here on Hurricane Odile, which is closing in here on the southern tip of the Baja Peninsula. Here's the latest information. This is a Category 3 hurricane. This will likely go down in the record books as the worst hurricane to hit the resort town there of Cabo San Lucas. Pressure 925 millibars. I want to show you a close-in picture of this. And overlaid on this is the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center in white. Here is the eye of this. It's going a little bit to the right of where the official forecast is taking it, but either way, whether or not it goes here, whether or not it goes here or here, Cabo is square in on the big impacts here. And we're talking about hurricane force winds that'll be moving in here during the overnight hours. The worst period will be probably from 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. rather to 2 a.m. in the morning. Let's show you the forecast track here. It's tracking over very warm ocean waters. That's why it did strengthen so quickly during the overnight hours. It'll be moving parallel to the coast of Mexico during the day tomorrow, and then hopefully weakening as it moves over cooler waters by the time we get into the early to middle part of this next week. And then it'll be bringing some impacts in terms of the rainfall up to the southwest U.S. But make no doubt about it, this one is about as strong as they get, Jim. Here is Jim Cantore with more from Cabo and the folks down there. Jim.
Yeah, Mike, I want to ask you a question first.
Sure.
Do we have any idea what the surge is going to be in Cabo?
No, unfortunately.
I mean, we don't calculate that, I know, but
yeah.
Do we have any idea?
No, unfortunately, we have no models to run for that area of the coast. What I can tell you, just sort of subjectively, or is that the coastline really favors more of the wave action than it does the storm surge. But either way, I mean, you and I were talking, a good chunk of this coastline is going to be underwater from either the storm surge or the waves. It's going to be a big deal, the coastal flooding. If you're near the coast, please get inland and get to a safe point where you can hunker down through the overnight hours.
Absolutely great advice, Michael. Thank you very much. So wave action, we can already see on some of the cameras down there. As a matter of fact, we're going to show you some of those cameras as we talk to these two gentlemen down here. Well, first of all, I want to bring in Josh Morgerman, who is a storm chaser. Josh, you came in from Los Angeles. You're now in Cabo. What is just the general feel of everyone down there? Is there a lot of, apprehension about what's about to happen here, or what?
No, except for long gas lines, which surprised me. I've never seen that in Mexico before. Usually that's a U.S. thing. Except for the long gas lines, people seem very calm about it. We were talking to the receptionist in our hotel, which is a lot of glass and just a couple hundred yards from the water. And my impression is that people don't understand what's coming. As you guys have mentioned, this area hasn't gotten a hurricane like this since reliable records have started. So people basically in this area don't have an image in their head of what a really bad hurricane is like. So I think they're going to be in for a very rude awakening in a few hours.
Well, some of these resorts are actually 6-star resorts, so they're built very well. That said, have you been on the beaches and seen the distance, if you will, between the sand and what where these buildings are? In other words, even with the waves running up, could they run into some of the first floor of these buildings?
Yeah, on some of them. If you look at the city, when you're in it, a lot of the city is actually on hills, and then there's a part that's on the flat area near the beach, and actually that's the part that I'm on. And those areas, yes, absolutely, there could be some run up. I'm actually looking out the window now, and you guys mentioned before that this is more of a the thing around here is big waves, and absolutely just tremendous breakers crashing on the shore, just turning into mist that just kind of blows around. Definitely noticing that. It is hard to say, though, with each area, kind of how badly it's going to flood. There are a lot of very strong resorts here, but there are also a lot of, less well-built areas where a lot of the locals live. So there's a big concern with that.
All right, Josh, we appreciate you, buddy. We're going to check back with you in at 11. I would imagine we're going to have a whole different animal at 11 o'clock, but be safe. All right, I want to bring in Jason Vogt, who is a resident of Cabo San Lucas. Now, he's going to join us on the phone. Jason, tell me about what you're feeling down there. Obviously, this is something that you guys haven't dealt with, a 125-mile-an-hour hurricane. What is everybody feeling down there?
I think that Josh had a pretty good indication. I don't think that a lot of people realize exactly what's about to happen. And just even in the last half an hour, our winds have picked up tremendously. I'm from Lethbridge, Alberta, so I know what heavy winds are like, and I think they're probably gusting up to 150 right now, kilometers an hour. Well, are people taking heed of the shelters? I mean, I know there's been a discussion of some 30,000 residents that they want to evacuate. Is that, in fact, what they've done? There wasn't a whole lot on the news and a whole lot of preparedness. I think, a lot of people didn't know when we were at the grocery store earlier today. A lot of the local Spanish-speaking people. So it's really difficult to say what's going to happen. Fortunately, there's a lot of concrete structures here that can offer protection, but there's a lot of people also that live in Palapa-style places. All right, Jason, we're running out of time here. We'll probably talk to you again at 11, guys. Another complete update coming up at 11 Eastern Time.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way. Nice.
Now get 10% off all major appliances, $3.99 and above.
It's only two of us. How much dirt can we manufacture?
More than you think.
What's that?
Swiffer
Sweeper.
I came in under the assumption that it was clean. I've been living in a fool's paradise.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
Maybe you didn't know, people with the flu can spread it up to 6 feet away. Or that flu can make chronic conditions worse. Or that experts say anyone who lives or works with infants should be vaccinated. Maybe you didn't know all the stuff your Rite Aid pharmacist knew the whole time. But maybe, since you already went and got your flu shot at Rite Aid without hassle or appointment, maybe you didn't need to know any of that. Rite Aid. With us, it's personal.
Tempur-Pedic owners say we've transformed their sleep. And now, Tempur-Pedic just got even better. With new covers that are easy to remove and machine wash, and a cool-to-the-touch feel. Visit TempurPedic.com to transform your sleep today.
Am I missing a deadline? Will I get there in time? Am I going too fast? Did I close the garage door? Stay in your lane. I don't think I sent that email. I should make a reservation. I thought it was clear. Okay, break. I didn't see that coming.
Its instinct to protect leaves you free to drive. Lease the Infiniti Q50 for $339 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
If you don't think seize the trip when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Get inspired with AARP Travel. Plan and book your trip online and get hot travel tips from the pros. Find more real possibilities at aarp.org/possibilities.
Monday morning on America's Morning Headquarters, it's mining as you've never seen it before. It's a new frontier in the search for rare minerals. We're calling it deep sea mining because high tech requires more and more of these minerals. But what's the risk? Monday morning on America's Morning Headquarters, following Wake Up with Al, only on the Weather Channel.
A flood advisory is in effect. Currently in our area, 73 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy intervals. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 77. Here's our 7-day outlook.
a.m. on AMHQ.
Let's get you in front of today's weather.
The biggest weather hour anywhere.
What a gorgeous start.
Weekday mornings on the Weather Channel.
I'm Nick Walker, continuing to monitor the progress of Hurricane Odile, a strong, powerful Category 3 hurricane making its way toward the Baja California Peninsula and probably will be the strongest hurricane ever to make landfall here near Cabo San Lucas. A Category 3 with 125-mile-per-hour winds, the pressure down at 925 millibars, and staying at hurricane strength really for the next couple of days. We will continue to see it weaken as we head on into midweek, but by then the damage will be done, and we do expect to see damage from this, from wind, from surf, from waves, from heavy rainfall too. There could be flooding on the Baja Peninsula, and more flooding then as this moisture surges northward into the desert southwest of the United States, and then even farther toward the north. It's going to be a widespread area, again, of some flash flooding, similar to what we saw with Norbert last week. 3 to 5 inches of rain could fall. Some areas here down around Baja could see 5 to 8 inches, and as much as 1 and 2 inches of rainfall even up into portions of Nevada.
What's the longest amount of time a black bear can hibernate without eating or drinking? Researchers have recorded bears hibernating for over 7 months, more than half a year. The sleeping bears get all the sustenance they need from stored fat, which can provide up to 4,000 calories a day. That's like eating 30 donuts every 24 hours.
Back. Stay away from me, though.
This is not a situation you want to be in. A persistent black bear is hunting you down.
We're not good. We can't do this.
And you're armed with only your wits and a walking stick. So what would you do if a black bear was stalking you? Would you A, run away as fast as you possibly can? B, hightail it up the nearest tall tree you can find? Or C, make noise, stand your ground, and prepare to fight? With the bear closing in fast, you have to make a choice. But just what are you up against?
Black bears are the most common bear in North America. They weigh typically about 200 pounds and 5 feet. It's considered full grown. Some bears can get much larger. Males have been known to top 800 pounds and almost 8 feet in length.
The more that human beings start to inhabit and live in wild country, the more there's going to be those encounters with wild animals. We're pushing them out of their homes. Wild animals such as bears, they'll be looking for something to eat.
During the summer months, when the temperatures are much higher, we have seen a number of bears that will enter into urban areas and seek out swimming pools and hot tubs and other water sources to lounge in during extreme periods of heat. During the fall months, that's one of the periods where they come in contact with people a lot, primarily because they're going after food sources such as garbage. The majority of bear attacks are usually precipitated because somebody surprised a bear, either got too close to it or came around a turn or a corner and there was a bear.
A black bear's territory can be over 50 square miles, which it will guard with great ferocity.
Black bear bite is like getting bitten by a very large dog. They are capable of inflicting a severe wound. It's usually not a good idea to make eye contact with a bear. In the animal world, eye contact is perceived as a threat. If you're encountering a bear, the best thing to do is look towards the animal, usually towards the shoulder or the chest area, without making direct eye contact.
There may be nearly 1 million black bears in North America, which brings us to you, face to face with a frightening predator. What you do to live through this terrifying encounter. If you thought see, make noise and get ready to fight would be a death sentence, think again. It might just save your life.
If you're in a situation where you come around a corner and you run into a large predator, such as a bear, you want to make yourself look big and don't appear as a prey item. So keep your eyes focused and back away as quickly as possible.
But if the bear still attacks, go on the offensive.
The best thing to do if attacked by a black bear is to fight back. The majority of black bear attacks are from bears that are angered at your presence. They're territorial encounters. Therefore, bears are not likely to be trying to prey upon you or feed upon you. People have successfully defended themselves against bear attacks just by using whatever they had in hand. Sticks, ball caps, jackets, throwing items at bears, dirt, rocks, anything that's at hand.